Welcome to Shree Magical Story. A massive gray shadow sweeps over the reef. In the center of the maze, Mira spins around to find three predators closing in. The towering coral walls offer absolutely no exit. Before the shadows arrived, the deep ocean kingdom was a place of constant melody. Mira was the heart of it. As the most gifted musician, she wakes the reef every morning with her glowing coral flute. But there is a limit to her music. Mira never sings. She keeps her voice locked away, terrified an imperfect breath would reveal she isn't as polished as her flute sounds. Relying on the instrument keeps her safe from judgment. However, that safety comes at a cost, isolating her from the true strength she carries inside. The crisis begins with a sudden, heavy silence. The ancient singing coral has stopped its music. Without those vibrations, the vibrant colors begin to gray, and the schools of fish start to flee. Knowing the kingdom will perish, Mira volunteers to enter the shark-infested maze to wake the coral. She isn't entirely alone. Bubble, the pufferfish, announces he'll be her guard. He takes one brave stroke, spots a tiny hermit crab, and instantly inflates into a ball, floating backward into the distance. While Bubble is loud and physical with his panic, Mira's fear is quiet. She grips her flute tightly, heading toward a danger she can't yet see. This layout shows how the singing coral is insulated at the very center of the great maze. The pathways are a tangled web of dead ends, designed to keep the ocean's heart unreachable. The shadow sharks move in. Their deep, rumbling grumbles echo off the walls, creating a vibration that paralyzes Mira and blocks every available path. At the entrance, Bubble is still a perfect spear. He tries to paddle his tiny fins, but he remains stuck in place, a useless, if well-meaning, floating ball. Luna appears in a shimmer of silver light. She doesn't point to the flute, she points to Mira. She urges the mermaid to put the instrument aside and use her own breath to find the way forward. Navigating this labyrinth doesn't require a map or a weapon. The stone walls only shift when they feel the specific vibration of a genuine, living voice. Mira takes a deep, steady breath. She closes her eyes and lets go of her flute, releasing a single hesitant note into the dark water. As the music travels, the smooth, oscillating waves of her voice intersect with the jagged, chaotic grumbles of the sharks. The sound physically smooths out the tension in the water. Bubble watches from the distance as his spine slowly lowers. He realizes that all his defensive inflation was for nothing. The sharks aren't attacking, they're listening. Mira's voice grows stronger. As the melody fills the corridors, the shadow sharks become docile, drifting peacefully to the side to let her pass. At the center of the maze, she finds the singing coral. It is massive and ancient, but its surface is gray, and its light has vanished. Mira's hands tremble as she reaches out. Her voice wavers, then finds its strength as she steps toward the hub, letting her melody fill the void where the silence used to be. Mira presses her hands against the ancient textured rock. She sings directly into the heart of the coral, letting the sound vibrate through her palms and into the stone. The coral awakens. A massive shockwave of bioluminescent color rushes through the water, illuminating the entire landscape and bringing its magic back to life. The once dark maze is now a palace of light. As Mira swims back, the sharks join her, acting as a calm escort through the glowing arches. Mira's voice didn't simply restore a piece of the reef, it established a new rhythm that the entire kingdom now follows. As they approach the exit, Bubbles spots the sharks and tries to hide behind a tiny plant. He is completely visible, but he stays perfectly still, convinced he's invisible. The coral elder watches as the golden light settling over the reef. He tells Mira that her song reached every living creature in the ocean, connecting them all through her melody. Luna leaves a final shimmering silver mark on Mira's shoulder before spiraling upward, signaling the end of the journey. Mira found that her greatest power wasn't hidden in a flute, but in the voice she was afraid to use. Don't wait for perfection to share your own talents. What is something special about your voice that you're ready to share? Let us know.